The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News is brought to you by Flow.
Leading the way in election coverage. Hot 7 TV. Election Central.
Tonight, the Division of Human Services vows action after a juvenile was found in chains after being imprisoned by a relative. The opposition St. Lucia Labour Party confirms that it will not contest the Castries Central and Castries North seats. And a group of Leclerc drivers make it clear that their loyalty lies with Stephenson King. The details of these stories and much more coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovelace and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Thursday, the 15th of July, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. The Division of Human Services says it is working with the Royal St. Lucia Police Force in relation to a juvenile who was found on Mena Beach in Moshi in shackles. The director of the division says the child has been placed in protective care of a family member and will be given guidance to assist with the trauma that she has faced. Genevieve Gonzague begins our reporting.
Police say on July 8th, a juvenile was found on Mena Beach in Moshi with a chain and a small lock on her feet. On July 13th, 48-year-old Hector de Turville of Moshi was remanded in relation to a charge of false imprisonment, and a decision was made that a psychiatric evaluation would be done. Women's activist Catherine Seelys recently took authorities to task on the issue. On Thursday, the director of the Division of Human Services, Beverly Ann Poyot, explains that the case is being handled and the young lady is receiving the help she needs.
We are actually working alongside the police in this matter. The young lady has been placed in care and protection with a family member, and what we are in the process of doing is helping her to come out of that experience. Okay, so we're providing the social support, the intervention that she requires to assist her in that regard.
Poyot explained that this situation brought to the fore the need for there to be more parenting programs as well as collaboration among social services. She says it also highlighted the need to understand the thought processes of individuals who partake in such acts.
I think disappointment is more of the word that I would use, and it just brings to mind how it is, what is our thought process as parents, as individuals. If something is not going right, what is our first reaction? How do we deal with it? You know, so for it to get to that point where the child was found in the manner that she was found, I think it's sad. And I think we need to start looking at things like conflict resolution, coping skills, coping mechanisms. How do we deal with issues? How do we solve problems? And so for me, as I said, disappointed is what I feel, and it just brings to mind the amount of work that we have ahead of us, the amount of work that still needs to be done on the ground, and also the whole issue of collaboration between the agencies, the police, human services, probation, family court.
She says what is most shocking about the situation is the individual's relationship to the victim. She says the Division of Human Services continues to work tirelessly to rectify such ills in society.
When we look at the flip side now, why would a father, alleged, want to do this to his daughter? And so one of the initiatives that we have undertaken is actually right behind us, the parenting program. So the division is currently part of this parenting program, which is in collaboration with the Youth Empowerment Project. And we think it is very important for us to have these kinds of programs catering to our parents who would need that kind of help.
De Turville was taken before a magistrate in the First District Court on the count of false imprisonment. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Genevieve Gonzague.
The opposition St. Lucia Labour Party has officially confirmed that it will not present candidates to contest the Castries Central and Castries North seats. SLP political leader Philip J. Pierre explained that the decision was made with due consideration to the fact that the party had called on all persons of goodwill to join in the fight, play their part independently or as a collective to remove the current UWP administration.
We have taken this decision because there are other persons who have offered themselves to these constituencies. Those other persons whom we believe have admirably represented these constituencies in the past and are more than capable of doing it again. Let me be clear. These persons are not members of our party, nor they have applied for membership. We have in the past disagreed on several things, but we are in one accord on the clear and present danger of this UWP administration. Therefore, we should not fight each other, but we should marshal our energies to ensure that we, as patriotic solutions, confront and amputate this peril in our land.
According to Pierre, strategic space has been made to welcome and support those who share in the mission of ending the reign of the United Workers' Party government.
I call on all solutions to join us in the fight against the evils of government corruption, high levels of crime, victimization, political exclusion, marginalization of the poor and vulnerable, political intimidation, and a deplorable healthcare system.
That was SLP political leader Philip J. Pierre. Today, Thursday, the 15th of July, the Ministry of Health and Wellness received confirmation of 16 new cases of COVID-19 from a batch of 228 samples. The contact tracing for these new cases is underway. Confirmation was also received of the recovery of 11 individuals, bringing the total number of active cases in country to 122. Presently, one of the active cases is requiring critical care at the respiratory hospital. The new cases bring the total number of cases diagnosed in country to date to 5,455. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Stay with us. Still to come, a group of Leclerc drivers say, make no mistake, they are for King. The NGP's Castries North candidate says the political intrigue in Castries North should be used to benefit constituents. And Dr. Venus Sherry says the police, politicians, and health officials made the wrong call when it came to allowing constituency motorcades. That and more after the break.
The first segment of the Hot 7 Nightly News was brought to you by Flow.